Good morning, everyone. I have a new journal to share with you this morning that I am just really happy with. I have created the front and back cover of this journal with a little inspiration from a precious friend and journal maker, Randi Kirby. So, Randi, you are my inspiration for this cover. I've added my little tapestry pieces like she does on her beautiful boho square dance pieces that she's making. But I also added some seed beads, some bugle beads. I've tied it together with a ribbon. The cover is kind of a soft cover. It's made with upholstery fabric, but I do have some cardstock on the back of it. And I added some charms, and let's see, this is a little heart, a little grandfather clock, and a key, and just lots of pretty things that are hanging. I did stitch my spine in, and then I decided to go back and just add all these ribbons because I thought they were so pretty. And then on the back side, I've got some more buttons and wood veneer pieces and pearls and just lots of beautiful stuff. So we're going to flip through it, and I'm going to show you what I have done because I just had so much fun with this. This is a piece I had created a while back, very distressed, and I just thought it looked so pretty there. And then here's a little miniature sheet music. This is just a collage page. That's hard to say. Collage page. There we go. This is just a little cluster and some vintage dictionary pages from a French dictionary. And let's see, I've got a little fabric tag here. It's got a little dangle with a starfish on it. And this is a little envelope here where you can put something, put a little card or something down in there, like a little glassine. This has a little flip out, some pretty things. This is a paper clip that I made, which is really just two pieces of cardstock and a brad holding it together. See, there's the back side of the paper clip. If you haven't made those before, they're a lot of fun to make. You can see I distressed my edges really heavy this time. I was going for a different look, a little bit different. Here's a shorter page. Here is some film strip. And thank you to Terry Rankin for allowing me to borrow your punch at our last retreat. She has this punch that makes the film strip like that. So I had fun with that. Here's some more clusters and some more dangles and just pretty stuff. This is just some vintage things. And this is that packing tape transfer technique is what I did there. I hope you can see it. It looks like there's a glare. This is an envelope that I did with napkin decoupage, and it has a giant paper clip that just hooks on right there. And then these guys open, and you can put things inside these pockets. And let's see, just more heavy coffee dyeing. I did a lot of distressing and coffee dyeing. This is a little frame from a G45 packet, and I just put a pretty little thing in there. And here is another paper clip. Now this is just a little altered paper clip, and it's holding on this little envelope, and you can put things in that envelope. And I also made a little dangle on the envelope. I like dangles, I guess y'all can tell. I like bling and I like dangles. This page has just this beautiful lady sitting there drinking her tea, and it's all distressed. I've used some parchment paper and some cheesecloth and doilies and just vintage stamps and all kinds of things to create that cluster. Here's a vintage Levi Strauss and Company card that someone sent me. Some more pretty pages, some Tim Holtz paper dolls. This is a miniature envelope that you can put something in, made out of a book page and decoupaged with a napkin, and more of that packing tape transfer kind of thing. On this page, I made like a little flip book. So this, I just put a little circle, a little paper circle there with a crystal to tuck that into. So it opens and it opens. And on this side, I've just got a little miniature booklet that you can journal in. I've got a flip up right here with another pretty lady in there. And on this side, I have a little tag stuck in that pocket. And it's all heavily distressed. So that just tucks back into that little bitty thingamajiggy. And this is the pocket. Here's another decoupage envelope made out of a book page. You could put stuff in that. And then I've got coffee dyed doilies and another one of those French dictionary, vintage dictionary pages, which I did not distress. That is the actual color of that dictionary page. How cool is that? Here we've just got some cute little clusters that I've made. Here I put a little brad because I like things that move and turn, and so I thought, and there's another little glassine envelope to put some goodies in. A beautiful vintage card. Here is a little pocket here, kind of a tuck spot. I see glue strings still on here. So here's a little tuck spot, and let's see, just some more clusters. I like stuff like that. Coffee dyed, more clusters. This one has a little tuck up underneath. You can actually put something on the top and slide it all the way down if you wanted to. I just have it attached on the side, and a dangle. This page has, I made a fabric pocket and I covered it with a crochet doily, and then I've make these paper flowers and the paper butterfly, a little bit of dangle, and it just has a little miniature journal in it. Now I'm going to go back on this miniature journal and I'm going to add pockets and tags and stuff, but I haven't got there yet. I will do that. Here's another small page with just a little bit of the Douglas motorcycle, a little bit of vintage ephemera in there. This is just a cute little tag. It was a printout that I had, and you can just kind of tuck things under there if you want to. Love, love, love this girl. That's another graphic 45 thing. And a cluster with some of my faux leather paper bits that I had left over. This page just has some pretty stuff on it. I got some stamping. I did some date stamping all through here. Come thou fount of every blessing, a beautiful, beautiful hymn. I love the words in this hymn so much that I decided not to put anything else on that page because I want to be able to read those words when I look at it. I just think it's so pretty. This is a fabric, and I was going to make a flip up, but I decided to make it into a pocket. So it has a tag back here, and it has a little altered paper clip on the side of it here made out of fabric and paper. But this little girl I stitched in free motion embroidery on my sewing machine. So she's just kind of, and then I added some seed beads and stuff. So she's just kind of freely stitched in there. And then another cluster, which is also a little tuck spot. You could put something else down there if you wanted to. This is another Levi Strauss card, and this one is a flip out, so you can write something behind it if you want to. Now this is a vintage dictionary page that, again, I did not distress this. This is the color of this page, and I loved finding this. This was a vintage dictionary that I found at Unclaimed Baggage when we were on our retreat, and I picked it up quickly. And that's just a cute little tag, some more of the faux leather technique, some more dangles with beads, another pocket, another tag, lots of room to write. Now this guy here used to be a quarter paper roller. If you could see the back of it, I don't know if you can see that. There you go. It's a quarter paper roller, and I just covered the front with some pretty paper, and I put this little tag in it, but it also has a tag inside the slot, and you can write on the back of that if you want to. More clusters, and I just kind of, that was floating around my desk. I said, oh, it just needs a home to live in, so I put it there. This is a beautiful graphic. This is another find that came from Unclaimed Baggage, was a book of worship songs and hymns written in somebody else will have to tell me. Chinese, Vietnamese, I'm not totally sure, but I thought it was gorgeous, and it was going to be discarded, so I couldn't let it go. I had to save it. This little butterfly here came off of a doily, part of a doily, and some vintage stickers and stamps. And then here's my last page. I made a little cluster with a vintage image, cute little girl swinging, and a little pocket down here with some vintage postage stamps. So anyway, that is my journal that I have created, and yes, I'm gonna have to keep this one. I love it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all these journals, but I love them. They're so much fun. So I hope I've inspired you to do some more creative things with your journals. Have fun, and thank you for watching. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.